Yeah, the first part of the season is now over, and we have to reflect. We've had some good things, some medium things, and some bad things. Obviously, we want as many points and wins at home and bonus points away from home as possible. We didn't get as many as we wanted. We had a little block of poor performance, maybe some mental, maybe some physical, which has put us in a difficult position. But I think we're improving. I'm very pleased to see that the planning for the future, some of the recruitment, some of the conversations with partners is starting to go well. I'm not sure how you say in France, but we've started to quiet the noise.
C'est de calmer les bruits.
That's it, calmer. We want to get through the season. We want to renew and revise and be excited for the future. Yeah, the second half of the season is very crucial, of course, and we're very, very excited about the future, but we must make things happen now first. So we've started with a good win at home. We have, we will have a difficult game against 𝗕𝗲. They've got a very strong team away from home. But then we'll come back and we'll have games at home again. I think the vision for the season will be, if we have any more critical injuries, we will have to look for replicant, like some medical players to come in. But we have a lot of players coming back from injury. It was fantastic to see 𝗕𝗲𝗰𝗍𝗲 back on the field. He's a son of 𝗕ᵐ𝗍. He's a famous player from this part of the world, and he's a very strong player. He's a strong heart. So this was very good for me, and it also provided more structure to the game. We started to attack better, wider. He's got a very good distribution and pass, so that was fantastic. I think he plays very well with Sammy. I also think some of the loose forwards started to play well. We need to carry the ball and look after the ball. And then obviously we need to start to plan for next season. We've got a number of very good players who are going to be staying with us, and we will make some of those announcements. We've behind the scenes, we're already talking some contracts to some of our senior players. And then we are also looking internationally because we want more players to join our group to go forward. Yeah, the block ends with an away trip to 𝗕𝗲, which is difficult, and then also a home game against 𝗥𝗲. You would hope that at home we will be able to play well and have the initiative, but I think that starts with us going away to 𝗕𝗲 and taking on the challenge. As a team now, we've got a bit of momentum. We've got some excitement with 𝗕𝗲𝗰𝗍𝗲 back. We've got some players who've come back from injury. We've got more players available. And hopefully we go to 𝗕𝗲. I will be there. I'm excited. I look forward to our supporters making a big noise, and we see there if we can go and get some points. Some of the disappointment in the early half of the season was we didn't get some away bonus points. We had some technical issues about putting the ball in the scrum and some kicking and those kind of things, and then losing by 8 points instead of 5 points means we don't get the losing bonus points. So that's okay. We've got the second half of the season. We must start by fetching as many points as we can against 𝗕𝗲. Yes, I understand that the fans, 𝗕ᵍ𝗲 is a very special place to me. I think the fans are some of the most intelligent rugby fans I've seen with how they talk about the other teams and the tournaments, etc. And because of that, there's a lot of concern about the team. There's a lot of passion for the team, and I get this. So there's no blame from me. I understand it, and I want to be a bigger part of it. But right now, I have a family internationally. I have a son at school in Angleterre, in England. He's been playing rugby as well on the weekend. So I have to drive through the night to get to Toulouse, to get the 6 o'clock flight, to get back to England, then to get back here to have meetings with Elena on the Monday and the Tuesday. So it's been a little bit difficult. But I think as time goes on, we will build more of a group of people that we can work with and trust, and know that even if I'm away for one game or a day or something like that, when I'm back, we're stable, we're going forward and we sorted. Like for me, 𝗕cie is a long-term project. You know, I want to, and I've said this before, I want to win the top 14. I want to win the Champions Cup. You know, we're starting at the very difficult end of that journey, but we're starting. You know, nobody else wanted to start at that stage. You know, we've had some difficulties with coaches, with off-the-field incidents. We've had difficulties with some of the long-term partners leaving us. We've had some difficulties with some of the long-term contracts signed with players before we arrived here. You know, there's a whole bunch of things, but I'm not moaning about any of that. I'm saying we're replanning. We've just taken our time to replan, to energize, to get the enthusiasm, and I want 𝗕cie to be champion of the world. That's why I'm here. I don't lose. I didn't come here to lose, but I know that the people want success yesterday. You know, they want success right now, they want success tomorrow. I understand, it's coming. But if one message can go to the supporters, we also need support instead of just judgment. You know, we also need support. And thank you to all the people who have been supporting us, because we've still got numbers, we've still got people. I think by the time they start to see the momentum at the end of this season, and then they start to see who we're signing for next year, who's staying, and what we want to do, maybe 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗆 will be full when we finish our way into next season. Yes, that's what we want. Yes, there's a lot of speculation about recruitment. Of course, recruitment's incredibly important. You know, not only on the playing staff, but sometimes on the coaching staff. It helps to have international influence, but you don't want too much. It helps to have international players, but you don't want too much. You know, you want locals, you want people from, I want sons of 𝗕cie to be playing for 𝗕cie. You know, recruitment is an ongoing process. I can say we've already signed 12 new contracts with different people, some from overseas, some internationals, some domestic, some under 20 internationals, under 19 internationals, and some of our own players who we already want to stay. So I'm not going to make announcements of that, but don't mistake my silence for weakness. Yes, the few words for the supporters are thank you for the history of the club that you have entrusted us, but also entrust us. Do you know what I mean? Like we are working with the 𝗕rie. They've been fantastic in terms of the support of the club, the partenaires, the region, all the people who care about 𝗕cie. We care about them. All the supporters who come here, we care about them. All the players, we care about them. But remember, my first language is English and Afrikaans. Third language is French. It's difficult to get all the communication right, but we have a love for rugby and a love for 𝗕cie, and we want to take this team to the top. We are starting from a low level, so it will take some time, but the more support we have, the faster it will go. And we will demonstrate. You will already see by the next couple of weeks some of the announcements, some of the players who are starting to visit to come and have a look at maybe this is a place where I can come and live and bring my family. It's important for us, for the whole of 𝗕cie, to be hosting those players to say, come and join the journey with us. So if I can say any message, it's, you know, let's be in this together.